selling either to Japanese clients in Japan, you're based overseas, or are you located here in Japan selling to Japanese clients? Hello, my name is Greg Story. I'm the president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan and the author of Japan Sales Mastery. Now, in 1988, the last book ever published on selling in Japan was written by a gentleman called Robert March, called The Japanese Negotiator, which I have a copy of. I bought that. There has not been a book on selling in Japan since 1988. I have fixed that problem. This is the Bible now for sales in Japan. I hope that I can help as many salespeople as possible to succeed in selling in Japan. I've been doing it now for more than 30 years, so I know how hard it is. I know the difficulties. And I've written this book for people like me who want to sell to Japanese clients, who want to be successful, but are finding it difficult. I've made plenty of mistakes in my sales career, and I've learned a lot of hard lessons. I've taken those experiences of 30 years, plus I've added in the Dale Carnegie sales method to try and come up with the most robust, most effective sales methodology for salespeople selling into Japan. Now today, as it turns out, I had a Japanese gentleman in my office trying to sell me on a particular proposition about advertising in his magazine. He didn't ask me one question. He went straight into the features of his magazine. He then hit me with the price point. Of course, the answer was no. He had no sales process. He didn't know the basics. You know, this guy's an experienced 18-year sales veteran in Japan, and he still doesn't know the basics. So it's the same all around the world. Most salespeople have no training, have no idea, they don't know what they're doing. Now, Japan's a particularly difficult market for foreigners for very many reasons. So we need to become very well skilled on how to be successful selling in this market. That's why I've written this book. I wish I'd had this book helping me out in the early stages of my sales career in Japan. Would have saved me a lot of wear and tear, would have saved me a lot of time as well, and would have meant a much greater degree of success in the early days of my career. So, it is available. The details are with this LinkedIn post, which you'll also see. I'll send it out on Facebook. I'll send it out on Twitter as well, so you can see what you can do about improving your sales results in Japan. I know how hard it is, but I also know how easy it is when you know what you're doing. Because in Japan, if you know what you're doing in sales, if you've got no idea how to do it properly, you'll get killed. Don't get killed. Read this book. You will find things much, much easier going forward when you know what you're doing and how to do it. I hope you get a chance to read this book. I hope that it helps you. That's why I wrote it. Take a look.